All righty, KSDT, baby. They do it all for your personal business, crypto, by the way. So make sure you call my friends at KSDT, 305-670-3370, KSDT CPAs. All right, so the NFL is in the middle now of watching another team up for sale after Pat Bowlen passed away and the Bowlen family and the trust have the team. Now, the NFL, and this is kind of like a multi-layered situation. One, they need the sale to go a little smoother than it did for the Carolina Panthers. And so there were issues, and I'll explain it to you. In 18, the Carolina Panthers only crossed the finish line because billionaire David Tepper stepped up with his bid of $2.275 billion, which was lower than the investor-heavy offer by Ben Navarro and Alan Kestenbaum. The NFL wants to avoid a repeat of that paradigm with that sale of the Denver Broncos, informing the trust that is selling the team that preliminary offers need to be fully capitalized according to a finance source. So the difference is the Broncos are expected to ask between $3.5 to $4 billion for that team. Now, that price tag means that the prospective buyer might need an investment group, meaning the NFL will push for a speedy capital raising stakes on added urgency. The league will allow $1 billion of acquisition debt, but that still means the buyer roughly will need $2.5 billion in cash at minimum. So you got to have at least $2.5 million liquid. It can't be a whole bunch of dudes and they're all putting in a little bit and then they're loaning it off of debt or loaning it off of something else in order to put it. No, it's got to be cash, dude, that you've got in your bank account. You're not getting a loan. Remember, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, how the problem, like what we're watching with the Marlins, they've got 15 owners. They don't have one dude with incredibly deep pockets. That's the problem. They don't have one family member with incredibly deep pockets. They don't have one woman with incredibly deep pockets. And you cannot run teams this way. If you don't have the group, I'm talking the family or the man or woman by themselves that can practically carry the team, you've got the wrong owner. That person's not rich enough. So the other part of it is the diversity part of it. Commissioner Goodell says we would love to see a diverse owner of the team. Whether that's a person of color or a female or a black man, we think that would really be a positive step for us and something we've encouraged, and one of the reasons we've reached out to find candidates that are willing to do that. The Broncos are selling the team, not the NFL. We would love to approve rights, but I think we'll be very clear, and we've already been very clear with the Broncos. The diversity is something we would seek to have in ownership. Now, two prospective minority owners identified: media magnate Byron Allen, which I did not know he was that rich. Good for you, Byron Allen. Awesome for you. And venture capitalist Robert Smith. Not the dude that sings for The Cure, by the way. Okay. So we'll see. Another one mentioned is Greg Penner, the chairman of Walmart and founder of investment firm Madrone Capital. Jeff Bezos is also in the mix from Amazon, and obviously he's got more than enough money. But that's going to be the challenge now. One, it's finding the owner that has the liquid $2.5 billion in cash to have out of the $3.5 to $4 billion that you've got to pay for the team. And then the question is, will a minority owner or owners step up to become the first owners or second, minority owners behind Shad Khan? I know we've got a couple and Mrs. Ford and all that, but still, it would be nice if something like that happens. So it's kind of a two-prong attack. One, to find the right owner, the right rich owner. And then the question is, can you also add diversity to your ownership group? Because that's the only way your league will become more diverse, when you have more diversity starting at the top. That will allow more diversity all throughout the organization. I commend Stephen Ross in that sense, because you walk through that organization and it is as diverse as possible. All right? That, my friends, is your KSDT Sports Business Report.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.